So a lot of the times I get messages over on my Instagram, or I get comments here on YouTube or TikTok of girls talking about how they're being bullied, usually by other girls, and they just want to know how to make it stop. And for real, like, that just breaks my heart. That's so sad. There is no reason for us to go around and degrade other people. It just isn't. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And if you're someone that has had to receive such hate, I'm so sorry. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, nobody deserves to be bullied. And I want you to know, I know right now it's really hard and it sucks and it hurts. It hurts so bad. But I promise it'll get easier. It will. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it will get easier. But for the time being, we have to learn how to deal with it properly so that doesn't ruin your entire, school year and your teenage years. So I just want to give you some tips that can hopefully make an impact. So my very first tip I have for you is hurt people. What do I mean by that? Well, usually when others are going out of their way to be hateful, it's because they're not doing good themselves. There are a lot of people out there that are so unhappy with their life, and so they go and they try to make it miserable for others as well. They feel better. They feel like they're in control if they can go and hurt other people. It's not right. It's not the way to go in life. But that happens a lot. I know this is true because I've seen it happen all my life when I was in middle school and high school. All the girls that I thought just had such a perfect life because they were doing the bullying, not being bullied. All the girls that just seemed to have everything. They had all the boyfriends and they had all the friends and they were popular and they had the clothes, the makeup, all of that. They just seemed to have it all together. But yeah, even though they had what seemed like a perfect life, behind the scenes, they really didn't. Most of them came from broken families. Most of them, they didn't have a great example of how to just be a decent human being. That doesn't give them excuse for being bullies. It doesn't. Nobody should be a bully, but they probably experience a lot of those same behaviors that they give out by a parent or a family member or whatnot. So next time you find yourself getting bullied, I think one way to not take it so personal is by just kind of stepping back and thinking, okay, what is happening in that person's life to where they're so adamant to portray hurt onto others? No, most people don't go out of their way to hurt other people if they're happy. They don't. Other times, those people are very insecure. You would never know it. You would never think somebody that seems to have it all together is insecure at all. Again, when others are going out of their way to hurt you, I know it sucks, but I hope you can remind yourself that, most of them, but don't take it too personal. It really has nothing to do with the fact that they just hate you and that they think you're an awful human being. It doesn't. They just see you as someone they can pick on so that they feel better about themselves. Now, that being said, I do not want you to just sit around and take it. No, you need to stand up for yourself. So my second tip for you is confront the person that's doing the bullying. I guarantee you, if you're going to sit around and just take it as someone is being rude, they are going to think they can walk all over you and they're never going to stop. And that's not okay. That is not okay. You deserve to stand up for yourself. You are valuable and you matter. And no one has the right to walk all over you and be mean to you. So next time somebody's being rude to you, confront them. Usually the way mean things get passed around is through drama. We hear, hey, so-and-so said this about you, or so-and-so said that about you, and it's hurtful. It's very hurtful to hear that somebody have said this about you or whatnot. However, sometimes that person might not have even said that, but it's the other people that want to start up crap, and so you get your feelings hurt just to later find out it was all just hyped up and it was all for the drama sake. So going to that person and just being like, hey, did I do something to hurt you, to where, you know, you're telling somebody I did this, and they might be like, actually no, I didn't, like I didn't do that. And that way you can get, you know, you can both work it out and get to the root cause of the problem. And if it's someone else causing the problem and issue, you both can handle it properly. Or say that person was actually saying those things about you, and you confront them, and you're the bigger person, and you just go to them like, hey, what is it that I did, and like, why are you being mean to me? You said those things, it hurt my feelings, like, what's going on? I guarantee you that person is never gonna do it again, because they're gonna be like, I'm being called out. Like, nobody wants to get called out ever. So call them out, make sure it doesn't happen again. Do it in a nice way. Don't go down to their level. Don't try to start drama and say bad things about them, because that's playing in their territory. That's playing their game. You don't want to do that. You want to be the bigger person. You want to be mature, and you want to go to that person and figure out, how could we solve this? And if they're mature enough, they will apologize and solve the problem. If not, maybe they'll go around and still talk behind your back, but you stood up for yourself, and they are going to most likely not want to do that to you ever again, because they do not want to be confronted again. So stand up for yourself. My last advice for you is choose to always be kind. I don't want to say choose to turn the other cheek because sometimes that implies that, oh, just be nice, just take it and don't say anything back, you know, see where they're coming from. Like, no, like, you can't just always be nice and sit back and let everybody run over you. Like, it's okay to step up and stand up for yourself sometimes, but always be kind. And kindness doesn't mean being a pushover. Kindness just means, you know, taking the time to see where that person is coming from. If a person is hurting you so bad, yet you still step back and you think about what's going on in their life, like, that's kind. That's very kind of you, that you're empathetic enough to see that they're coming from a place of hurt, and there's something in them that's making them act the way they are. That in itself, that's showing kindness. I don't want you to ever stoop to the level of your bullies, because that just makes them win. They're gonna turn you into one of them. You don't want to do that. You know how hard it is to live a life of being bullied. You know how hurtful words are, how hurtful people can be, and you don't want to be responsible of causing that same pain on other people. I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. I do a lot more videos like this all the time. My videos come out over here on YouTube every Sunday. Also, I post a lot of advice and tips over on my Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok and Instagram will be linked down below if you want to go follow me over there. That's all I got for now. You can check out one of these videos I'll have linked on the screen. But until next time, bye.